given or whatever. Welcome to Faith in Focus. This month we did it a little bit differently, and we are going to be talking about our moms. So we're starting off with what is the best advice that you've been given as a mom? Hi, welcome to Faith in Focus. This month is Mother's Day month, and so we are focusing on our moms. My name is Stephanie, and this is my mom, Jeanette. And we were asked to share what the best advice we were given or that we could give to moms as a mom. So I'm going to give it to my mom to start.
Well, the best advice I ever received was actually from my mom. My mom is Janet Trout, founding pastor. She's done amazing things, but as a new mom, it can be overwhelming. You have so much advice coming at you, and you try to be Wonder Woman and do it all. And society also adds to that image. They have portrayed us to be able to hold jobs and do housework and keep the kids and make the meals and just do it all without even missing a lick there. But truth is, it's very hard to balance all that. And so a few years back, I for quite a few years was ladies ministry president, and I was responsible for getting the district speakers for a conference every year. And last minute, a lady canceled on me, and so of course I went to my mom, who's always willing to help, and said, "Can you speak?" And she agreed to speak. And then I said, "Our subject is balance. Will you speak on balance?" And she said, "No." And that floored me. My mom's always up to a challenge of speaking on things. And I said, "Okay, why won't you speak on balance?" And she said, "Because there is no balance when you're a mom. There's a lot of things that go on, and you have to accept that times life is completely out of balance. Sometimes the kids take more of your energy. Sometimes your job does. Sometimes your home life does. Sometimes it's just never completely in balance." And that little bit of advice let me be okay with the season I'm in life, and to relax and realize that this is just a season. I know we hear that, and new moms get sick of hearing, "Oh, it's going to be over so soon and you'll miss it." But the fact is, the balance just isn't there, and you can relax in that fact and say, "It's okay. This is just for a time." And it just put me at ease and let me know that I'll get through this, and there'll be time again where I can give my time and efforts to other things. But just the fact of not having that balance, it's okay. So new moms, it's okay not to have the balance. That's the best advice I ever had.
So we actually did not talk before this, and that's not exactly, but it kind of goes hand in hand. And the best advice I got was to take care of you first. And that's hard to balance, is finding that time, because even just as women, self-care never ends up top of the list. We're always caring for other people, and especially in ministry and church, you're always putting others first, and you're always doing for others. And to say take care of you is like, no, I'm supposed to be taking care of other people. And then as a mom, they have your priorities. So that's something that I'm still learning how to do, but the best advice is to take care of you. Just the cliche of you're on an airplane, you put your mask on first, then you help your children. Because that's where I'm at, is I'm learning to take care of myself. And that doesn't mean I'm going out like every other day and getting mani-pedi, but I am learning how to, eat better and to exercise and to take care of me, because if I'm taking care of me, I can be there for them. And if I'm prioritizing time for myself, I'm going to be a better, more patient mother to them, and have less of those times where we are fighting and we are, I'm screaming and they're crying. And I don't want that to be the memory they have of me growing up. I want them to have pleasant memories. And of course, we have the times, the balance, the times when things are, are off kilter. But if you're taking care of yourself and you're prioritizing that time, then everything is just gonna even out a little bit better when it comes to taking care of your kids. You're gonna be a better mom to them. You're gonna be a better wife. You're gonna be a better friend, a better employee, if you're taking care of yourself. So it kind of went hand in hand with balance. So I like that. Thank you so much for tuning in to Faith in Focus, and happy Mother's Day.